Gautam Vankar sir from Ganesh Nagar MP School. We started our lectures for Science 1 subject, chapter number 14, Substance in Common Use. We discussed lots about it in the previous lectures. Now, in this lecture today, we are discussing the points to remember from this chapter, or the revision. We were discussing or revise all the topics we had seen in the chapter. Chapter number 14, Substance in Common Use. So, on reminding or seeing surrounding, you come to know what kind of substances you are commonly using. We are commonly using actually. Okay, the substance may be clearly seen to us, means they come in a direct contact, or the substance which may not come to in our direct contact. See this table salt. Table salt means the salt we use to eat, used to cook food. In cooking food, this is the common substance like water, curd, soap, toothpaste, milk, etc. Similarly, more common substance or washing powder, that is detergent, sulfur, you may not see everywhere, but it is a common in use. Baking soda, alum, iron, etc. Now in this chapter, we are discussing about the salt. So the definition of salt: ionic compound which do not contain H plus and OH ions and contain only one kind of cation and anion are called simple salt. Now, compound, chemical compound or ionic chemical compound which do not contain H plus and OH ions, which do not contain these two ions. Other than these two ions, if the ionic compound form other than these two ions, if the ionic compound form are called simple salts. For example, see Na2SO4. Here you didn't saw the hydrogen ion and OH negative ion. You are not see these two ions H plus and OH negative are not present in this compound. Similarly, this compound. So these are the examples of salt. Being an ionic compound and do not containing H plus and OH negative ions makes this compound a simple salt. Sodium sulfate, potassium phosphate, and calcium chloride. These are some simple salts. Now the ions which contain H and OH negative ions, H plus and OH negative ions, are not called salt, but they are acid or base. If the H plus ions is higher, the substance or the compound are known as acid, and the OH negative ion is present in the compound. These are known as basic compound. Inorganic substances occur naturally in the form of salt rather than acid or base. See, inorganic substances. See this sodium, potassium, calcium, carbonate, whatever the inorganic substance other than the organic, means the carbon, oxygen, nitrogen. Other than these, if you want inorganic substance to be extracted from the nature, it occurs in the form of salt. And where the salt available? In maximum in sea waters. Where the salt present? In sea water. About 80 million tons of salt added every year to the water. Sea is rich source of the inorganic elements like chlorine, sodium, magnesium, potassium, calcium, bromine. These are useful elements used for useful substance in our day-to-day life. We got it from the salt present in the sea. Now, pH paper. Since we have discussed about the acid and base, the H plus ion present in the compound are acidic, and OH negative ions present in the compound are called basic. So how we come to know by the simple test the substance is acidic or basic? We will come to know the substance either it is acidic or basic by using this pH paper. or you may call indicator. What does it indicate? It indicates whether the substance is acidic or basic. Understood? So what does it pH means? Power of hydrogen. Power of hydrogen. Salt is neutral. Its pH is 7. Salt is neutral. The salt do not contain H plus and OH negative ions like NaCl common salt. It doesn't contain H plus and OH negative ions. It means it is neutral. It is a neutral, neither acidic, neither basic. Since if you move towards the left side, towards the red color, the substance are more and more acidic. Similarly, if you move towards the right side of this pH paper, the color becomes bluish, brownish, yellow, violet. So such a substance are more basic in nature. But your salt is neutral, water is neutral. Understood? Here you can see some examples. That is stomach acid. The acid present in our stomach. The HCl actually it present hydrochloric acid in our stomach. That's why we feel sometimes acidity, and the acid used to digest the food. If the excess acid present in our body or in our stomach, we feel acidity because the acid present in our stomach that can be detected using this indicator. How much acid is present in your stomach can be detected using this pH paper. Now to how to lower down this acid by some basic material you can lower down. By using some base, you can neutralize the acid present in your stomach. Like see number 10, tablets. Some doctors arrange some tablets or give you some tablets to lower down the acid present in our stomach to lower down the acidic effect. So the tablet nature of tablet is basic. So acid and base makes the stomach neutral and gives you some relief. The battery is the most acidic substance. Then in our stomach also there is a hard acid, HCl, strong acid. Lemon also contain acid, vinegar, tomato, etc. The basic substance are bleaching powder, soaps, tablet, soda, etc. So the pH paper indicator is very useful to detect the substance or the compound whether it is acidic or basic. Next, some of the salts we have to discuss in this lecture, in this chapter is sodium chloride, sodium bicarbonate, bleaching powder, washing soda, etc. Among these, you may have known some of it clearly, but you may not know their names clearly. Sodium chloride is very common. The scientific name you may not heard, but the sodium chloride is a common salt, table salt you used in our cooking to taste the food. Similarly, sodium bicarbonate, bleaching powder for cleaning, washing soda to wash the clothes, etc. First one is sodium chloride, that is called a table salt named scientifically as NaCl. Na means sodium, Cl means chloride. Sodium chloride. Understood? It gives taste to the food. In absence of salt, you may not taste better in the food. You may call, "Mummy, food में तो नमक ही नहीं डाला." So this one is the NaCl which gives taste to the food. Okay. So how does it made? It can be manufactured, it can be produced using the strong acid and strong base. Here NaOH. See this NaOH. OH present here means it is a basic compound, and HCl here H is present. H plus ion. Therefore, it is acidic in nature. So base and acid, addition of base and acid gives you NaCl and water. Both are neutral. Acid and base, if you add acid and base, gives the neutral compound. First one is salt and another one is water. NaCl is salt, H2 is water. Its property, you know on saying it is a colorless, it is a crystalline. Understood? The electrolysis process used on using electrolysis process salt ion, you can separate the Na ion, OH negative ion, Cl ion, H plus ion, etc. Next one is sodium bicarbonate. The salt is known as baking soda, commonly known as baking soda, available in the market, the scientifically or symbolically it is written as NaHCO3. Na means sodium, H means hydrogen, C means carbon, and O means oxygen. Sodium bicarbonate or sodium hydrocarbonate. Sodium hydrocarbonate or sodium bicarbonate, you can call it as. Okay, it can, this one is a litmus paper, the blue litmus paper, red litmus paper. If you dip this red litmus paper into the basic solution, basic compound, it turns to the blue, and if you dip the blue litmus paper into the acidic compound, it turns to the red. So the litmus paper is used to detect the substance whether it's acidic or base. The baking soda used to make the food spongy, crushy. Okay, so dhokla is one of the example. We become very spongy on using baking soda. Idli also a spongy. Then you may have used or eat many such a foods which are spongy, and cake, dhokla, bread, which are spongy in nature, can be made.
Gautam sir? Okay, students, sir has got disconnected. Let's wait for 5 minutes.
Okay, we were seeing the bleaching powder. Bleaching powder is an oxidizing agent, and therefore it has a strong disinfection power. Disinfection means it kills the germ. It kills the germ. Everyone able to listen? Hear me? Chlorine gas, special odor which can fill in tap water and in swimming pool, used to destroy the microbes in the water. Maximum, you may remember, the bleaching powder is used to clean the cleaning purpose, to kill the germs, to kill the microorganisms here. Okay, so next, here you can see on the rainy season in the pond side or in muddy area, the to kill the germs, the powder is sprayed here. This is the property and uses of bleaching powder. Why we use the bleaching powder? Because bleaching powder contains Cl gas, chlorine gas. Chlorine gas actually used to kill the germs, but chlorine is a gas. So how to use gas on the microbes, which should be available in the solid form? So to make it available in the solid form, the chlorine gas is used along with the bleaching powder. Understood? So this is the use of bleaching powder. Next one is washing soda, that is Na2CO3H2O. Sodium carbonate hydrated. Sodium carbonate hydrated. Hydrated actually, since it is along with the water, therefore it is hydrated. Everyone know washing soda, that is detergent used to wash the clothes, used to wash the surface, etc. It makes hard water soft. Hard water soft. On making it soft, it can use for many purposes. The hard water contains sulfates and chlorides of calcium and magnesium. That is more compound, more chemical compound it contains, hard water. But using washing soda, you can remove such a hard compound from there, that is chlorides and sulfates of many elements, that is calcium, magnesium, etc. On removing the hard substances from hard water, the water becomes soft and can be usable for any purpose. The washing soda is whitish and colorless. You everyone know how the washing soda looks like. It is whitish in color, or it is odorless. The odor you detect in the detergent you purchase in the market is due to the company which provide the odor, but actually the washing soda is odorless. It turns the litmus paper blue. It means it is basic in nature. Blue color it show on detection on using the detector indicator. Okay. Next, we saw in this chapter that is crystalline salt. Other than some common salts, we have seen crystalline salt. What are those? The crystallines are those which contain water molecules present inside of crystal. Water of crystallization defines water molecules present inside crystal. What does crystallization of water? Water of crystallization means you have to write water molecules present inside crystal. Well, there is one of the crystal, but inside of it there must be a water present called water of crystallization. The crystalline salts are some of the alum, borax, Epsom salt, barium chloride, sodium sulfate. These are their chemical formulas are there, and here are its use. The alum, use of alum, everyone knows the fitkari. Alum means fitkari, used to clean the water or aftershave treatment, kept in saloon, used after shaving. Then borax is used for cosmetic, fire glass, etc. Epsom salt is used in agriculture. You may have seen the people washing their legs. To wash the legs in water, we use Epsom salt. Therefore, it is used for also known as bathing salt. Barium chloride used in laboratory industry. Then sodium sulfate used in glass, etc. Here, it's structure types of structure given. Since we are seeing it as all the crystalline structures, therefore it is a crystalline salt. Their pH nature, whether it is a basic, acidic, or neutral. Its order, like metallic, odorless, odorless. The color, all salts here are white in color. This is the use of alum. This one is muddy water. When you mix alum in the muddy water, it makes the muddy particles settle down. See in another examples, another figure, it is showing that muddy particles settle down and the water above it becomes clear. Water about it becomes clear. We can use this clear water for other purposes. Here you can see how much muddy water converted into the very high quantity of clear water, high value of clear water. So alum can be used in the process of water purification. Okay, and see another figure, the bluish color painted on the stem of a tree. These are the fruit trees. This tree gives fruit, apple, orange, likewise. So on their stem, some bluish paint is painted. It is nothing but a Bordeaux mixture. It is used to avoid the insects climbing on the tree or fungi that that is harmful to the tree. Understood? It causes the less production. So to avoid this, to protect the trees from this, we use Bordeaux tree. You may have seen from trains the orange tree or fruit trees are painted, mango tree likewise are painted in the bluish color. That is Bordeaux. It is a mixture of salt, borax salt. The next topic is soap. Soap, you have to remember how soap is made. In 9th class, you have to remember how soap is made. Animal or oil fat. This is the animal fat, animal flesh, along with NaOH or KOH, sodium hydroxide or potassium hydroxide. On using, you get a sodium potassium salt of fatty acid and glycerol. This is a nothing but what your soap is. Understood? So soap are for two purposes: for cleaning our body and to clean the clothes. How soap is made is a useful topic in this class. When oil or animal fat is boiled in aqueous solution of sodium potassium hydroxide, sodium and potassium salt of hydroxide, these are called soap. Remember this formula, and this greenish colored named sodium potassium salt of fatty acid, salt of fatty acid are nothing but your soap. Next, detergent. Detergent is also kind of cleaning agent, a substance in powder or liquid form used to remove dirt from cloth. It is actually used to remove dirt from cloth in powder or liquid form are called detergent. See, everyone saw the detergent. This is the soap and this is detergent in powder form. Now, now available in a liquid form also. There are I distinguish the bathing and washing soap. The bathing soap is high grade fat and washing soap is low grade fat. It is made up of potassium, but it is made up of sodium salt. It is cationic in nature. It is anionic in nature. The bathing soap is usually soft, but washing soap is compared to hard. It is made up of animal fat. Bathing soap is made up of animal fat, but washing soap is made up of coal tar, petroleum. That is fuel product. Under earth product. It is made up of. The next and very interesting topic we discussed in this lecture, in this chapter, is radioactive substance. Very interesting. What are the radioactive substances? Radioactive. What this word means actually, and what does it mean? The element with high atomic number. You may have heard about the periodic table or the elements present in our universe. All the elements present in our universe. That is nearly 200, sorry, 118, 120 something substances or the elements present in the universe. The hydrogen, oxygen, neutron, sorry, hydrogen, helium, lithium, beryllium, boron, then gold, silver, mercury, iron, etc. There are lots of elements present, 120 something in all count, and some of it which have higher atomic number, such as uranium, thorium, radium. These are high atomic number elements, have some property. इनकी एक कोई property है which spontaneously emit light. It spontaneously emit light. Understood? So its light is actually a radiation. So whatever it emits called radiation. The emitting radiation may be visible light, ultraviolet light, alpha light, whatever. There are many types of radiation available. This is called radioactivity. Understood? The substance having this property is called radioactive substance. Understood? So uranium is radioactive substance. Thorium is radioactive substance. Radium is also radioactive substance. The question may be asked in the exam. Give one example of radioactive substance. You may write uranium, thorium, or radium. These are radioactive substance. Well, how does it work? How does the radiation come out from the atom? Can be understood by the following. See, this is illuminating watches. The radiating watches. You may have saw the radium watch or odometer, speedometer on the bike, which glow in the dark. How does the light come from? The light is emitted by their own. The light is there by own. Since these watches are made up of radioactive substances, it emits its own light. Understood? And can be detected by our eyes. How does it work? Atom contains proton, neutron, electron. These are the proton, neutron, and electron revolving around. And if any of the cows makes this atom deform or energy level changes, some energy emit out, some energy come out of this atom in the form of radiation. See, this is atom. Any deformation, any movement in this atom causes energy out, and sometimes maybe some particles come out from the atom. Particles like electron may come out, proton may come out, neutron may come out of the atom, and these coming out at particles have some properties, and such a coming out particles or energy are known as radiation. There are lots of types of radiation: radio waves, visible rays, ultraviolet waves, X-ray, gamma ray, alpha ray, beta ray. There are many radiation. Among these, in this chapter, we have to learn about the alpha, beta, and gamma rays. 3 radiations we have to study in this chapter. So in this figure, there are detailed information given about how the radiation Alpha radiation is actually a element of helium with +2 charge. Beta radiation is actually high energy electron, and gamma radiation is electromagnetic wave. The nature of radioactive radiation is Rutherford actually discovered the alpha and beta radiation, and Villard discovered the gamma radiation. There, Rutherford, Villard are scientists who discovered these radiations. How does it work? The radioactive substance kept as used as a source. From there, the figure shows how to detect such a radiation, how to name this radiation. Which one radiation is called beta ray, which one is called gamma ray, which one is called alpha ray, are given or can be detected or can be named using this experiment, in which the radioactive substance kept in the box, from where the radiations come out. Radiations come out from between these two plates kept, the positive plate, negative plate. Understood? On position, their position on the fluorescent screen, you can detect the beta radiation diverted more, gamma radiation show no deviation, alpha row shows downward and less deviation. Alpha rays deviated towards negative place, means alpha rays might have contain a positive charge. Beta rays diverted towards positive charge plate, it means beta ray contain negative charge. The beta rays are diverted much more, it means beta rays are lighter in weight. Alpha rays diverted very less, therefore you may guess the alpha rays are heavy in weight. Okay. The characteristics, how alpha, beta, gamma rays are, their nature, mass, charge, velocity, how fast they move, what is their charge bring, what is their mass. Understood? In this table you can learn the alpha rays are actually the alpha particles. It is 2 proton, 2 neutron. If you see in the periodic table, 2 proton, 2 neutron element is helium. So alpha particle is nothing but element of helium with +2 charge without, see this is helium without electrons. This contains no electron. Beta particles are actually electrons, moving electrons, and gamma particle are radiation. There is no any kind of particle, there is a radiation wave like radiation. It means the gamma rays are only form of energy. The mass is, alpha particle is very high mass, 4.028 atomic unit. Then beta particle is very less, 0.000548 atomic unit, and gamma particle have no mass. It is a massless quantity, massless object or wave, massless wave. The charge, alpha particles contain 2 charge, +2 charge, beta particle contain -1 charge, and gamma rays are electrically neutral, since in the last experiment it didn't divert it anywhere. The velocity, now the fastest velocity of any object in the universe is the velocity of light. Since on comparing the velocity of light to the alpha particles, it is found that is the alpha particle travels little some less velocity than the velocity of light, that is 1/5 to 1/20th times the velocity of light. The beta rays move fastly compared to the alpha rays. It is 1/5 to 9/10 times the velocity of light, and the gamma rays are most fastest, equal to the velocity of light. This is the fastest, then this one, and this is the slowest among these three. The deviation is electric. It attracts toward, you saw in earlier experiment that the alpha particles deviated towards the negatively charged plate, beta particles towards positively charged plate, and gamma radiation show no deviation. The another characteristics are penetrating power, ionization power, fluorescence. Penetrating power means कितने अंदर तक radiation जाता है. तो अगर हम कुछ examples लिए, The examples like alpha radiation, beta radiation, medical X-ray, gamma, neutron. So alpha radiation is the thickest one because this is the element. So it doesn't penetrate the paper. वो पेपर को भी पार नहीं कर पाता है, पेपर उसको रोक सकता है, बट बाकी के रेडिएशन को पेपर नहीं रोक सकता. Beta can travel through inside of the paper. X-ray also travel inside of the paper. Gamma and neutron radiation also passes the paper. But skin can stop the beta radiation. Skin can stop the beta radiation, not X-ray and gamma rays. Gamma rays can also pass through our skin also. It can penetrate through our skin also. The wooden blocks also doesn't block the path of any of this radiation. Wooden block भी किसी को भी नहीं रोक पाता है, but cement block, सीमेंट की अगर दीवार है तो वो फिर रोक लेता है, एक्सरे को भी रोक लेता है और गामा रेडिएशन को भी रोक लेता है सीमेंट का. बट न्यूट्रॉन भी एक ऐसा रेडिएशन है जो सीमेंट ब्लॉक भी उसको नहीं रोक पाता है, वो उसके भी आर पार चला जाता है. So these are the penetrating power. Alpha is lowest and gamma is highest penetrating power. Gamma is highest penetrating power. It can penetrate 15 centimeter thick lead screen. Understood? It can penetrate through 15 centimeter thick lead screen. अगर आपने एक lead screen रखी है 15 centimeter thick की मोटाई की, तभी भी उसको वो penetrate कर सकता है gamma radiation, but not beta and alpha rays. Ionization, alpha particle very high. दूसरे चीज को आयनाइज करने का पावर, मतलब दूसरे चीज को तोड़ने का, किसी भी दूसरे एलिमेंट को तोड़ने का पावर अल्फा पार्टिकल के पास ज्यादा है. अल्फा पार्टिकल्स ब्रेक द अनदर एलिमेंट, have a power more to break the another element, but beta particles have low power to break or to crash the another element, and gamma particle doesn't break any of the element because it have a low ionization power. Alpha particle has high ionization power. Power to produce fluorescent, alpha particles बहुत ज्यादा fluorescent, मतलब ये देखो, see this, these are illuminating chemicals kept in the glass vessel. These are have their any external energy source, they themselves radiate. So such a substance are known as fluorescent substance. Alpha particles have high power to produce fluorescent, beta less, and gamma is very low. Then uses of radioactive isotopes. The radioactive substance is used to produce a power, nuclear power, to produce a energy, electrical energy. Nuclear power station in which the electricity is produced, manufactured using this radioactive substance to make some weapons. The radioactive isotopes can be used. The X-rays used in the medical science to scan the body is a by the X-ray can be produced using radioactive substance. It can also be used in agriculture to kill the germs or to change the DNA of any plant species can be used. Then to अगर कोई चोर को पकड़ना है तभी भी हम रेडियोएक्टिव सब्सटेंस का यूज कर सकते हैं. और पुरानी चीजें जैसे मम्मी है, स्कल है, कोई फॉसिल है, उसको भी डिटेक्ट करने के लिए हम रेडियोएक्टिव सब्सटेंस का यूज कर सकते हैं. और वो कितने दिन का हो गया है, जैसे मम्मी कितने साल की हो गई है, मतलब वो how old it is can be calculated using the radioactive substance. Understood? This is the substance and this is the radiation. This is the original radioactive substance hold in hand in the raw material, and these are the radiation coming out of sun to our earth. Radiation can be felt through light and heat energy. The radiation through sun can be experienced, we can be feel it by light and heat energy. Also the radiation coming out of the फायर भी अगर कहीं पे लगा हुआ है तो भी गर्मी और लाइट हम रेडिएशन के थ्रू एक्सपीरियंस कर सकते हैं. देन इसके साइड इफेक्ट्स भी बहुत है. देयर आर हजार्ड ऑफ radioactive substance. See how skin disease made because of the radiation. This is actually the scene of city Nagasaki, Hiroshima, two cities in the Japan were bombed by nuclear weapon and completely destroyed. The newborn baby are showing defect in his body because of the nuclear side effect, radioactive side effect. So along with the uses of radioactive substance, there are also disadvantages and hazards of radioactive substance. Then our next topic is some chemical substance in day-to-day life. See, the colorful food market, vegetable market, and cloth market are looks very luxurious, very colorful, very attractive because of the chemical used to color these clothes to make it luxurious. So, what kind of these chemicals are? How the colorful it's look like? Food color and essence. Food colors are mixture in soft drink, food stuff available in the market. These are the masalas, ice cream, colorful ice cream, chocolates. So where does this color come from? Actually naturally ये color नहीं रहते हैं, इसको colorful attractive बनाने के लिए हम artificial color इसका use करते हैं, and these are actually chemicals. These are actually chemicals. So food color हम डोमेस्टिक घर में भी यूज करते हैं, उसको कमर्शियल भी होटल और रेस्टोरेंट में भी यूज करते हैं. हार्मफुल इफेक्ट्स ऑफ आर्टिफिशियल कलर. बट अगर हम कलर ज्यादा यूज करेंगे तो उसके हार्मफुल इफेक्ट्स भी है. तो जैसे कि कोल्ड ड्रिंक में कलर है, देखो कोल्ड ड्रिंक को अट्रैक्टिव करने के लिए, अच्छा दिखने के लिए, टेस्ट के लिए हमने उसमें केमिकल्स डाल के उसका कलर किया, बट दिस इज नॉट अ गुड. ऑल्सो टू टेस्ट द फूड, फूड को बहुत अच्छी टेस्ट आने के लिए, फूड अच्छा दिखने के लिए भी हम लोगों ने उसमें कलर डाला, बट it is not good since it can be makes a disease like ADHD, attention deficiency hyperactivity disorder. बच्चों का पढ़ाई में ध्यान नहीं लगना, किसी भी चीज में ध्यान नहीं लगना, ये फूड कलर यूज के कारण होता है. तो ऐसे डिसीज को दूर रखने के लिए ज्यादा भी कलरफुल और ज्यादा भी टेस्टी फूड खाने की इच्छा नहीं रखनी चाहिए, क्योंकि उसमें केमिकल मिक्स होते हैं. नेक्स्ट वन इज डाई. Dye means actually color. Dye means color. So the natural color produced from every part of the plant. The color substance which applying on articles impart that color to the article is called a dye. From one to another, it imparts or it's the color of itself to another substance is called dye. Be made by root, flower, bark, fruit, seeds, fungus, sticks, in all the parts of plant can be used to make dye. Understood? The henna leaves, these are the henna leaves, can be used to produce to make the mehndi. You may use this mehndi in functions. Okay, so these are the henna leaves. In villagers, the ladies used to produce mehndi from these leaves. This is a kesar which gives taste to the food. These are the leaves, stems, roots, colors made, and from their colorful threads can be weaved to the colorful cloth. Artificial color. These are the color. These are the agriculture of kesar, saffron. Agriculture of saffron, very rare and very costly saffron available, only produced in very rare condition. Kashmir, Jammu Kashmir is one of the place where saffrons were produced agriculturally. These are the threads colored in different color, placed here. Also color are made from petroleum product. Also these are the coal, petroleum tar available inside of the earth crust can be used to produce different type of color. But the color we used, artificial color, have obviously harmful effect. The colors used in Holi, we color लगाते हैं एक दूसरे को. We use the color to color the faces, color the clothes, but it may have some harmful effect also. It can produce a skin disease, skin cancer, the nostril problem, the lung problem, the stomach problem also. If the chemical color get inside of our stomach, can produce a stomach problem also. See the house painted very colorfully. The color are very attractive. So the chemicals used to make the attractive colors, but if you use on human body without knowing its side effect, it can produce a disease. Like if you colored your hair, may cause the skin disease like this. It's very bad to use. Lipstick also contain some chemicals. Henna, the dyeing hair also contains. The next topic is deodorant. The good smell perfume, good smell air used to uh, used to remove the bad smell of our body can be available in various forms in the market. Body odor is caused by bacterial decomposition. The bad odor of our body, bad odor of our body after coming out from by working continuously or hard working, the smell come out of our body, that is a bad smell. It actually caused by bacteria on our body that is decomposed, and the smell causes. To remove this smell, we use deodorant, that is deo. We use this deo. Deo are nothing but chemicals. Deodorant contained parabens, methyl, ethyl, propyl, benzyl, and butyls, and also alcohol in large proportion. Aluminum compounds also is contained. Silica is also contained. These are all chemical substance contained in the deo, and the regular use of deo may cause some disease. Okay, next one is Teflon. Teflon, you may have seen the utensils in utensils or in the coating purposes also. The Teflon used for coating utensils. The non-stick utensils, the luxurious utensils, or the handles. See these handles, the whole utensils become hot, very hot on keeping it on the gas, but this handle doesn't heat. So these are the benefits of plastic or the Teflon use, since it gives us a non-conduction which prevent us from the heat. The Teflon, the atmosphere and chemical substance have no effect on Teflon. See why the Teflon is used on large quantity, because any kind of atmospheric effect, that is temperature, chemicals, doesn't affect on the temperature Teflon. That's why we use in the food purposes. Understood? Neither water nor will stick to the Teflon coated articles. Water भी इसको नहीं चिपकता है. That's why यूटेंसिल्स में ये यूज होता है. नॉन स्टिक यूटेंसिल्स करके टेफ्लॉन का यूज होता है. वेरी यूजफुल टेफ्लॉन. देन ऑल्सो कोटिंग पर्पजेस, किसी भी चीज की अगर कोट करना है हमें, इलेक्ट्रिकल अप्लायंसेस हो गया, तो उसको भी हम टेफ्लॉन से कोट करके उसको अच्छे से बना सकते हैं. पाउडर कोटिंग, देयर इज अनदर टाइप ऑफ कोटिंग, दैट इज पाउडर कोटिंग. द पाउडर, फाइन पाउडर आर spread on the object whichever we have to make it colorful. This is the process. Powder coating is a method of applying a layer harder than a paint on the surface of iron object to protect rusting. Rust से protect करने के लिए हम powder या फिर coat करते हैं. तो coating के भी कई सारे there are lots of types of coating. The powder is one of the, then Teflon coating is one of the, aluminum coating is one of. There are lots of types of coating. Ionization, anodizing is also type of coating in which steel or metal objects are coated. This is the process how the objects are coated. Understood? Anodizing process in which anode, cathode, here is the object is kept, the current passes through it electrically. From the electrolysis, electronically, the molecules strike to the object and gives it a colorful surface. The ceramics. You have seen very colorful, attractive ceramics in the market. How does it made up of? Ceramic is a hard resistant substance formed by kneading an organic substance in water and then shaping it. Kneading and shaping the ceramic. कैसे करते हैं इसको? उसको गीला करके ऐसा मड बनाते हैं, फिर उसको हीट करते हैं, फिर उसको हीट करते हैं, और बार बार हीट करने से वो इस प्रकार से स्ट्रॉन्ग बन जाता है. अंडरस्टूड? Pots made by potter, Mangalore roof tiles, construction bricks, pottery, terracotta articles are some examples of common ceramic articles that we see around. Understood? अभी तो हर एक के घर में भी ceramic के प्रोडक्ट पहुंच चुके हैं. आप देख सकते हो ये बहुत अट्रैक्टिव, फूड रखने के लिए, कुछ भी रखने के लिए बहुत अच्छी सिरेमिक्स है। पोर्सलेन इज ऑल्सो टाइप ऑफ सिरेमिक। पोर्सलेन एक दूसरा टाइप है सिरेमिक का। दिस इज हार्ड, थोड़ा हार्ड होता है, ट्रांसल्यूसेंट होता है, व्हाइट कलर का होता है। इट इज मेड यूजिंग द व्हाइट क्ले कॉल्ड कैलोइन इन चाइना। चाइना में प्रेजेंट कैलोइन से इसको बनाया जाता है। ये देखो इसको बनाने की प्रोसेस मैं यहाँ पे दी है आप लोगों को। ये क्ले लाया जाता है, क्ले को knead किया जाता है, ग्राउंड किया जाता है, फिर उसको फिर से रोलिंग करके बारीक बारीक किया जाता है, फिर उसको शेप दी जाती है, गर्म किया जाता है, एंड मार्केट में उसको डिजाइन करके अच्छे से मार्केट में लाया जाता है। these are the examples, see various examples where can porcelain can be used. Bone china is also type of ceramic. Bone china, how does it made? Manufacture mud, soil can be bring to the factory where it can be ground, crushed, mixed, heat, shaped, etc. By going through certain processes, the pots are made with beautiful designs and structure and with fine property, since it doesn't make मतलब ये गर्म चीज को ठंडा नहीं होने देते, ठंडी चीज को गर्म नहीं होने देते। सो विथ डिफरेंट प्रॉपर्टीज द ceramics can be used. Advanced ceramic भी available है मार्केट में. These are the examples of advanced ceramic. You can't describe differentiate whether this is a plastic or ceramic because उनके प्रॉपर्टी के बेस पे उसको बनाया गया है using some chemicals. यूजिंग सम केमिकल्स, बहुत ज्यादा केमिकल का ऐड करके, मिट्टी का ऐड करके, प्लास्टिक का ऐड करके, इसको कांच को ऐड करके एक बहुत ही अट्रैक्टिव अप्लायंसेस में यूज करने के लिए एडवांस सिरेमिक भी बनाए गए हैं. यूजेस ऑफ सिरेमिक. सिरेमिक्स कैन बी विथस्टैंड हाई टेम्परेचर. बहुत ज्यादा हाई टेम्परेचर को वो मतलब हाई टेम्परेचर को भी ऑब्जर्व कर लेता है, अवेलेबल मतलब सहन कर लेता है, जिसकी वजह से हम उसको हाई टेम्परेचर पे भी यूज कर सकते हैं. सिरेमिक्स आर ब्रिटल, वाटर रेजिस्टेंस एंड कैन इलेक्ट्रिकली इंसुलेटेड. ब्रिटल भी से जल्दी टूट जाते हैं, ब्रिटल में जल्दी टूट जाते हैं. इसके अंदर वाटर नहीं जाता है, वाटर रेजिस्टेंस है ये, और इंसुलेटर है, मतलब इलेक्ट्रिकल अप्लायंस में भी इसको यूज कर सकते हैं क्योंकि इसके अंदर से इलेक्ट्रिसिटी पास नहीं होती है. therefore it is used in the electrical instrument for coating the steel outer surface of ship, blades of jet engines. They see how large amount of use, how extended use of ceramics are. Hello, hello madam. Hello Almas madam.
Yes, sir.
Okay madam.
Thank you, sir.
Okay madam. Okay student, the lecture is over.